Welcome, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. This is going to be a special energy check for you. Moving into June, we just went through the Gemini new moon, manifesting, right? Manifesting, going into a Sagittarius full moon. I feel it's going to be uplifting. A good thing. I feel like the energy, like we're moving out of the heavier emotions into more like action type energy. And then Cancer new moon for June. So this is just an energy check. You have your monthly done. You have another bonus reading done. I would check them out. I don't know why, but especially you, Scorpio, I feel like a couple different things. Like, when I was shuffling your cards, everything's always pre-shuffled. It's just when I'm thinking about you, I'm meditating on you. And what kept coming to me is, Scorpio is a very loving sign. Scorpio tends to draw to them, or let me put it a different way. Like some people like to hang out with, I don't even know if this is the right terminology, but like, let's say rich people, right? They like the finer things in life, or they think the finer things in life, right? Like that jet plane, that penthouse, that type of thing. But I feel Scorpio, though I'm sure you would appreciate that, I feel your comfort is more in the earthly type things, like a campfire, a group of good friends, not just acquaintances, but good friends. I feel like you draw to you people who need you. You probably don't know why when they first come upon you, but you always leave your mark. And I feel like, I know some of you are going to disagree who are here checking on a Scorpio. But I feel like you leave your mark in a, like when you walk away from that Scorpio, you walk away, how do I want to say this? Like, questioning yourself in a good way, like, am I being all that I can be? So Scorpio is very intuitive, very intuitive, psychic medium, can be. Many shut it off. Nah, I don't want to go there, right? Which is fine. It's your prerogative. There's no judgment about anything. Anyways, I don't know why I'm going on and on and on. I feel like these are your guides, really. Just recognizing you, or, just for who you are. Not everyone's going to love us. And we're not going to love everybody, right? It's just the way the world works. But it doesn't mean we got to get up in each other's space. I don't think Scorpio likes that. Okay, anyways, let's move on. This is meant to be a shorter reading. I already had a feeling this is going to be a longer reading because I feel like I get that feeling that you need it. And sometimes that means we need to dig. And that's good. All right, we're going to use 3 different decks. We're going to use the Gilded Tarot. They will be our clarifiers. I'm hoping my sound is fine. It's been back and forth. Mercury retrograde, right? Coming out of it now. I'm also using the Luminous Tarot. And then we're using the Good Tarot. All right. A deck I really like for you is the Light Seers Tarot. But I felt like we needed an earthier type of deck. And I feel the Tarot Dreams is that. I just feel like that's what the energy is calling for. Alright, we're going to give them a cut. Somebody asked me in one of my last videos what's stopping me from showing the cards from overhead, which is what I would love to do, and it's money, to be honest. It seems like every time I save, because I shoot with my laptop, and it used to be good enough, but you know, I guess technology, I got to keep with it. So anyways, and my video doesn't shoot long enough. I would be worried constantly, like, oh, did it shut off? So it's the old laptop. We're going to go ahead and bring it down, and we're going to begin. We have the Chariot. Well, I like that for you. You know, Chariot, first of all, it's a card of Cancer. It can speak about the time that we're moving towards, you know, like this reading is going to, somehow it's going to bring Cancer's energy into it. I often feel the Chariot is about a reward, right? It's about a balance of oneself. You know, the feminine and the masculine. One's not domineering. The light and the dark, you know, the shadow within me, the beast we all have within ourselves, right? And it's the balance of the two. I can't eliminate them because that's just who I am. Sometimes I need that beast, but I need to find that balance in the Chariot. I feel like the Chariot's a reward because it's saying you're now able to take this Chariot, like I trust to hand this Chariot over to you because now you know what to do with it. The Chariot is, I feel like, intention. It's moved by intention. These horses aren't moved from the reins. It's like the mind. Okay, let's keep going. Well, we have the Four of Wands. So first of all, this Chariot, the horse is like whoosh, moving into the Four of Wands energy. This is a commitment. This is the marriage card. Doesn't have to be marriage though. You know, I'm not married, but it's the same commitment. What I love about the Four of Wands is this is energy where everybody wants to be here. You know what I mean? There's no kicking and screaming or fighting, or I'm not saying that, like, you know, there's not normal fights along the way, but this is, you know, everybody is committing here. Okay, let's keep going. Well, we have the Seven of Pentacles. What's going on here? This is your seed of intention. This is like your tree, your unique tree to this lifetime. And I often feel like these pentacles on your tree are those seeds of intentions that you want to experience. Both hard, some great, right? A little bit of everything. Well-rounded. Seven of Pentacles is the energy of patience. Allowing something to come to full fruition before, you know. It's interesting because you have the energy of patience here, but this Chariot, especially this horse, is like, it's like, I want to move into it. Okay. Look at this. Temperance. Wow. You have some beautiful cards here, first of all. This is the card of Sagittarius, and I have to tell you, I was going to do Sagittarius as a reading, and then I felt you needed it. And that's how I read. Like, you know, I go in order, but then if I feel that a sign needs it, and I do feel like Sagittarius needs it also, but I felt like you needed it right now. This is about divine timing. This tells you, you know, there's a lesson in here also, because this is about patience. So you have two energies of patience. Why? Because, you know, when you, Temperance, she's putting like a divine recipe together. You know, I can't rush it. Like, I can't you know, I can't leave out the butter because you want it now. I have to take the time. The Seven of Pentacles is the same thing. It's like I don't want to pick that apple before it's ripe. I can. That's going to be up to me. But if I pick it too soon, it's a little sour. If I just leave it there, then it's going to shrivel up and die. You know, so it's really up to me. And I feel like, you know, this is talking about a pentacle that's coming in through the energy of the Chariot. So it's through your own reward. I definitely feel this is your soul's intention. But I do feel like there's things that you may want to control about this. And it's just saying, don't, you know, what you cannot control, let go of. Stay present. Enjoy whatever there is to be enjoyed here. I mean, you know, it's all good. It's all divine. I don't want to, I feel like that may be the only thing. Am I trying to control something more than it needs to be controlled? Okay, well, let's keep going. Now we're going to bring in the Lumers Tarot. Let's give it a shuffle or two. Already pre-shuffled. I do this more for you. Alright, let's give them a cut. And let's go a level deeper. First of all, before we do that, let's look at the bottom of the deck. We have the Hermit. Wow. You know, interesting because the bottom of the deck, you're in the Hermit's energy. In the Hermit's energy, you're learning, you're gaining wisdom, you're learning to shine your light, right? You're becoming the wise one, you know, the wise old soul. You may not be old, but your soul may be old. I find it interesting because it's also a 9, so I'm kind of looking back at a chapter that was. Final reflection, right? The final reflection. I'm just extracting the wisdom. I'm extracting the wisdom, and the Chariot feels like it's moving you maybe to the next chapter. Excuse me. That is the card of Virgo. We have Virgo. We have Cancer. We have Sagittarius. Alright. Let's go under the Chariot. We have the Seven of Swords. Interesting. So, hopefully this is energy you're moving from. This may have been what had been at the root of a problem. Seven of Swords is energy, you know, it's like the thief in the night. Some of you may relate to someone who's like this. It feels like maybe, you know, like kind of like a root of a problem. But I feel easily solved, easily solved. Let's see what he's looking at. Look at this, the Ace of Pentacles. Interesting. It's like he's looking at your ace. Your ace. We have the Four of Swords. I would just want to get all the cards out. All of a sudden, I just want to get like the whole story out. And then look at this, we have the Empress, which is really beautiful energy to land on, especially for you, right? The Empress is very loving and nurturing. You know, she doesn't allow life to make her hard and cold, and you know what I mean? Like Why? Well, because she's got her wisdom. She's very wise. She's strong. Why is she strong? Because she's been down, and she's gotten up, and she's been down again, and she's gotten up again. You know, I feel the Empress is really the wisdom of all the queens. It's a mothering figure. You know, someone may be taking advantage of that, but I feel like if that is the case, I feel like you know it. You or can easily see it type energy, right? Because you can't pull the wool really over the Empress's eyes. Now, again, right, I am the Empress. Like, somebody needs a hand out, a hand up. I want to be there. I want to help. But sometimes people can come in and it's like, they're like, oh, okay, well, you know, she's giving things out. I'm going to get in line, right? But this energy is not using it for a hand up. More of, feels like trying to take that pentacle. Trying to take that pentacle. Can be Cancer. What do I have here? I have the Empress. Let's look at the bottom of this deck. We have the Seven of Wands. You know, it's reminding me of a reading I did. I think it was your last bonus reading. I think I did it I don't know. It was your last bonus reading. I know that. Pretty sure. I'll try to link it. It was reminding me a little bit of that energy, but this is on the bottom of the deck, so this is the energy that wants to leave, right? And that's why I'm happy that the Empress is here, and the Empress is carrying the energy of Temperance. If nothing else, divine, like it's divine intervention. There may be some type of energy. Listen, the Seven of Wands is also defensive type energy. All right. You know, I'm looking at the Seven of Swords. And he's looking at your Ace of Pentacles intently. Look at this. It's like it won't let me take my eye off it. He's looking at that ace like he's going to take it, right? This Seven of Swords can be the thief in the night. But really, what he's met with, what's on the other side of that, he doesn't see because his eye is on the pentacle, is the Seven of Wands. And it's almost like being met by some type of wall. Defense. That this energy in the Seven of Swords is not quite aware of because his eye is more on that pentacle. This could also be energy of someone who creates drama, and I got to be careful not to get wrapped up in it, right? Again, what I cannot control, I gotta let go of. What I can control, I should control. You know, as the Hermit, the wise one. Okay, interesting. Now, this could be someone of the past because the Four of Swords is next to it. And that is a healing period. Almost like it breaks my heart that I found that this person would do this. However, from that energy, there's divine healing. There is healing. And I don't know. I just feel like they're not really getting away with anything. Okay. Alright, we're going to shuffle. And we're just going to go over this whole spread. We have the Emperor, card of Aries. We have the Sun. I'm happy to see the Sun because, you know, the Sun means there's illumination. It means nothing can hide. So, you know, the Seven of Swords just kind of wants to drag me over there. It makes me want to concentrate on it, right? Instead of all the beautiful things in this reading. So the Sun illuminates. You know, again, it's like you can't pull the wool over the Empress's eyes. And interesting, we now have the Emperor and the Empress. You know, that's not the first time that's happened to you in a reading. Matter of fact, it's happened quite a few times. And again, it doesn't have to mean air. It doesn't have to mean an Aries. It's matching energy. And listen, this will talk about the wisdom of two people. So interesting too, we have this Seven of Swords here, but the Empress coming over that. I don't know, man. I feel like I just kind of feel like, sorry for the person in the Seven of Swords, if it's a person, because I feel like he can't win this. Why am I saying win this? Sun, ruler of Leo, by the way. Beautiful energy of really new beginnings. It's like a brand new day with the Sun. Coming over the Ace of Pentacles. Excuse me. And the Four of Wands. Whoa. So weird. All of a sudden my hands feel sweaty, and my hands never get sweaty. It's just weird the way it feels. They're really not sweaty though. They just feel that way. Alright. We have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords coming over the Four of Swords. First of all, makes me feel like some of you are moving out of a period of, you know, when it was more about reflection or putting out fires and understanding fires and all that. But it feels like, you know, like a new day wants to dawn, right? However, there's like one kink within this situation, and it feels like it's within the Seven of Swords energy. Again, for some reason he has his eye on this Ace of Pentacles. Now, I don't know if that means materially or, you know, like soul sucker type energy. But I feel like in the same breath, you know, because this focuses on that pentacle so much, like, you know, like all I think is about that pentacle. It feels like, boom, he is like he is met with a brick wall. Now, I feel like it's a spiritual brick wall. You know what I mean? It reminds me of me and my girlfriend's, real quick story. I don't know why it reminds me of this, but like me and my girlfriends, when we were teenagers, we were walking down the street, and somebody that we went to school with who was a couple year older, you know, I think it was like 11th grade, and we were in like 10th or ninth. Anyway, he was driving down the street and he was like breaking his neck to look at us. And when he did that, he rammed into a parked car. And I mean, we just thought it was the funniest thing ever. I mean, he was fine, don't get me wrong. Because of the embarrassment that, you know, I don't know. So, when I say like a brick wall, I think I mean like, it's almost like having to deal with instant karma. And listen, and maybe that's got nothing to do with you. You let them deal with that karma, right? Because I feel like in the Six of Swords, this is you moving out of that energy. Whether it's like physically or mentally, definitely you need to move it out of the mind, right? It doesn't feel like the mind, because there are a lot of swords. Six of Swords means that you have had the realization of, you know, what has been toxic. And I think that's why the Hermit is here. Like, what is toxic? And now it's about maybe the elimination of it. The moving away from it. However that works for you. We have the King of Swords. Can be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You know, this king is about truth. Well, they're supposed to be. You know, in the upright. Truth. Honesty. You know, even though the Empress and the Emperor are really the strongest of, I feel like, power couples in the tarot, they are different, right? They are different. Like, the Emperor is about the plan, and the Empress is about the creation. You know what I mean? But together, you put those two things together, well, hello. Okay. I want to go below this Seven of Swords. Look at that, the Ace of Wands, and it flipped itself over. Could be someone trying to take your opportunity, or someone who tried to take an opportunity. Could be someone who comes in between two people in a commitment. Right? This Ace of Wands in reverse. Interesting. You know, and I also feel like this could be saying that whatever energy this is, or if it's a person, like, almost like you can't get away with it. They can't move forward with it. Almost like, why? Because that ace wasn't meant for them. It was meant for you. You know, it's like uniquely yours. So it doesn't, you know, it doesn't mean anybody can reach out and grab it and have the same potential you can. No, they can't. It was uniquely made for you. What is going on, first of all, with all these reversals? But this is a good reversal. Seven of Wands in reverse. You know, some would read this as like, you know, I gave up the fight. Honestly, I read this as I didn't give in to the drama. I rose above it. We have the Star. Card of Aquarius. This is your hopes, your dreams, your wishes. This is about, you know, it's not just about dreaming about them. It's about bringing them into your physical world. That's what it's about. The manifestation of your hopes, your dreams, and your wishes. And, you know, I feel like if the Hermit energy is the underlying beginning energy of all of this, then in the Six of Swords, like, you know, I know what's been toxic. I know what is toxic. I know who is toxic. And it's not that I'm putting judgment. I'm just I'm no longer allowing it, I guess. Again, I feel like one chapter doesn't fit into the next. Right? One chapter need, you know, the 9, the final reflection. The star coming over the 4 of swords. The healing over. That healing is for you. I feel some of you may have even been in like what you would say are like mental blocks. And it may be because you were dealing with, or you are dealing with, you know, drama. And this is saying, you know, somehow I got to separate myself from it. Why? Because it's kind of like, I feel like stealing your thunder in a way. Look at that. Another one. We have the 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups is in reverse. Interesting. You know, 8 talks about a new beginning. Yet this is in reverse. You know, in a way, I feel like there may be certain things that maybe have yet to be dealt with. Like, almost like, again, I can't help keep coming over to the 7 of Swords, and it's almost pissing me off because you have the most beautiful cards. But again, the 7 of Swords, I feel like in some ways stealing your thunder. Yet, I feel like the Emperor is coming out as your protector. Like, as your protector. No kidding. Because I feel like it's the same energy as in 7 of Wands. Now, it may be more than just the Emperor. Right? But I feel like this energy, again, that Thief of the Night, the just energy I can't trust. And if I can't trust it, I don't want to be around it, right? If I can't trust it, then, you know, of course it's going to keep me in my mind and in worry, right? So I feel like that is a big part of the elimination. If nothing else, I can't get drawn into it. But I also want to say, I feel like if there's anyone who's trying to steal your thunder, or even stealing this pentacle, the sun is here to illuminate it. So I feel like in no way do they get away with it. I feel for some, this is also talking about a commitment with someone, and Temperance is again in divine timing. You know, this 8 of Cups is in reverse over the Empress, which is kind of strange because in a way it may mean that I myself may be not ready for this new beginning. 8 is about a new beginning. Maybe I can't feel this ace over here because someone else is stealing the thunder of it when it really belongs to me. Alright, I'm not going to let it go with that. Alright, we have the Hermit, and I'm taking it right down the middle. First of all, the Hermit. Again, card of Virgo. You have double Virgo here. Well, that's what Sam is. He's a double Virgo. Leo, my son. My daughter is a Scorpio, 29th of October. I don't know if I even said that. Also, my brother, November 6th. So anyway, here's the Hermit. And the Hermit's, you know, shining his beacon of light outward. you know, like the master teacher. And I often feel like, you know, I end up here, and sometimes I don't even know how I ended up here. It just was right, right? And it talks about the wisdom you've gained through your life. You know, we can't be too long like woe is me, because maybe we ourselves are meant, you know, like the Hermit, I feel again like to be a teacher. Again, doesn't mean like I'm a teacher in a schoolhouse. Maybe. We have the Tower. Interesting how the Sun and the Hermit are both illuminating this Tower. And how interesting, this person is falling from the Tower, and in the Seven of Wands, it's also like they're falling. I think we may be looking at the Seven of Swords, karma, their karma. We have Justice. Well, there you go. Whether that be legal, you know, like divorce, or legal bindings, it can certainly mean karma too. This is a card of Libra. This is about balance, fairness, wholeness, being whole after the fact, after the Tower. If it talks about two, maybe it talks about both coming into their own balance. You have so many major arcanas. You know, I don't know. You just have so many major arcanas. Okay. We have the Six of Cups. Six of Cups. You know, it did show in reverse. I don't know why I don't feel it in reverse. But, you know, Six of Cups talks about happy memories. You know, I just feel like there is a person or some type of energy that almost feels like, and maybe this is, maybe it's karma, maybe it's karmic, I don't know, but it almost feels like, how do I want to say this? They just feel like, or it feels like it's stealing your thunder. Now, I don't feel like it has to, because I feel like, again, everything is being like super illuminated. First of all, by the Sun. So that is to, why? So that you can live more in your inner child. The Sun is about your inner child. It's about, you know, sunny days, right? It's coming over the house of commitment. The house of commitment. Now, there is a Tower there, but the Hermit, the way it's just coming out, it just feels like, again, you know, whether this has already happened, maybe this is just past energy that has followed you, because maybe you haven't taken the time to really reflect upon it without judgment, right? It's like seeing the big picture, seeing it from above. So anyway, it's interesting how I feel like we're on a seesaw. I feel like we're on a seesaw. we have the Five of Swords in reverse. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, well, you know, I have to say, it kind of feels like to me, like it's saying that, you know, the toxic type energy, there was definitely a lesson in there. There's a lesson for you. There's a lesson for you. Because I feel like it's saying that it was just part, you know, it was one of those seeds of intention that are on the tree. There was a lesson. Or there is a lesson. And maybe it's just simply when I solve it, right? When I come up with the answer, boom, it's time to pick the next fruit. I don't know why I don't want to stop, but I don't want to stop yet. Look at that, the Ace of Cups, it wants to come out. It flipped itself over in the deck, but it's fighting me to come out. It's almost like, I see you, right? I see you. Over the Star. I feel like it's just talking about love. Let's not forget how we opened up the reading. We talked about what could potentially be quite a beautiful commitment, right? It doesn't mean that it comes worry-free or issue-free, even though it's got great potential. It does have great potential. And I also feel, let's go back and remember the Temperance saying, you know, there's certain things I cannot control, and those are the things I gotta let go of and just allow the universe to control them. It's almost like this energy down here being met with its own karma, and it seems very quickly. Whether you get to know about that or not, I don't know. Probably. But, you know, here's the Ace of Cups. It flipped itself around in the deck. I feel like what it's just saying is, you know, it's not... Do we have the... I feel like we already had the Ace of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. But look at that. Now you have the Star card and the Ace of Cups. Justice is above it, making you whole again. Making you whole again. I think that's why the Empress and the Emperor are out. Right? It doesn't mean that they were perfect people. It means that they have learned from their mistakes. And were they even mistakes? You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not looking for the perfect person, because they do not exist. But these people are wise. These people, you. It's about, like, inner wisdom. Inner wisdom. You can't buy it with a degree. Alright. And then we have, on the bottom of the deck, the 9 are the Knight of Wands. So, Knight of Wands is fast-moving energy. It can be passionate energy. You know, a Knight is about what's coming in toward you. I feel like this Knight has already, and that's why we're looking at the Chariot and the 4 of Wands there. Again, like, meant to be forever. Well, I don't know. Maybe, because ultimately we do have the Emperor and the Empress, and I feel ultimately they do end up together forever. And I feel like that's anyone, like, who comes to that energy, right? We come to the energy of the Hermit. That wisdom stays with you. That's why you can't pull the wool over the Empress's eyes. Been there, done that, seen that. Please, right? Please. You know, it's about your dreams, your wishes, and your hopes coming to fruition. It's about love, and maybe all its forms. It's unconditional love. Doesn't mean perfect. Unconditional love. I think I'm going to leave it there because I feel like if I make it too long, it won't reach who it needs to reach. And I feel like it's probably already pretty long. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to let your comments kind of fill in the blanks, if you don't mind. You help me and others with that, I feel. I thank you. I thank you in all your many ways. You help support me and the channel. And I'm just blessed to have you at my table. So thank you. I will see you next time at our table. Bye-bye.